no sabía que tú eras así. Te juro que ahora me cae mejor. Me contaron muchas cosas de ti, pero eres más hijueputa que yo. Es de hacer, no es de hablar. Suelta el cel pa' perrear, pa' Twitter y pa' entonar. Yeah, salió de Rosa al Polar. Ey, ey, estaba perdida y ahora anda en todos lados. Ey, ey, uno prendido y el otro está enrolado. Ey, ey, hoy es el día por si no me.
Whoa, welcome. We have here, let's start off with the hot seat presented by Ram Law. It was actually a special request. Ray called me. He's like, bro, I need my favorite player to be on the hot seat right now. I really admire him. I really love what we did together. I think we should have probably fought it out a little bit more to stick together, but we're definitely on the right way to win a star. And I was like, bro, I got you, Ray. Let me call your guy right now. And fun fact, bro, you're on the cover of Madden, dude. Holy shit,
wow.
bro.
No way.
What's crazy is you're probably the first guy to get cursed, right? But you got cursed like before you were on the cover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
crazy, bro. How does it feel, bro? We have the one and the only Mr. I think you were ranked 15th, right?
14th.
14th. Damn. Who the fuck did that? You're ranked 14th, buddy. How's it feel, man? How you feeling?
Obviously, I'm a little pissed. I can be. I think I deserved another chance. I dealt with some pretty bad circumstances, and I think eventually down the line I will get another shot. And every time I get that chance, I'll make sure the people that didn't give me the shot I deserve make them pay.
You're gonna get another chance?
I do think I'm gonna get another chance. I genuinely believe it. So,
I mean, it's something I like about your attitude. You know, you don't let people get to you. You know. Now, I'll be honest with you. If it was up to me, I ain't giving you a chance.
that's fine. I don't
I'll keep
need
it
you
a
to
buck.
give me a chance.
I know you don't. Exactly. That's a good thing about this league. You know, we have a good team. Everybody have different opinions. We all support each other. Now, do I agree with some of those decisions? Hell no. But what I do respect is that you still have faith in that. You're still trying. You're still, essentially want to continue this decision of playing quarterback in the deal.
Yeah.
How do you feel about all the haters, man? I think you might have like a total of 3 supporters or 5 supporters. How's that feel?
I mean, honestly, I don't really pay attention to the people that don't support me. It's only the people that do support me. And I appreciate all the time because at the end of the day, that I know for a fact that I'm going to prove them right. I wasn't given the full opportunity this time around because obviously some circumstances came up last minute. And I thought I did the best of what was dealt with me. And to be honest with you, I just think that given with a future chance, like I have a full responsibility, a full squad, and having the ability to have a full team, I think I can succeed. And I think I can be very good. And I proved that the last game when I think I beat a team with 2 tier 1s and I had 2 tier 5s. And I think the only reason they stopped us is because I think one of our guys dropped the first down.
So
Who
dropped it?
I think it was Jose Gonzalez, which was not even supposed to be our team. That's supposed to be Luis Fernandez. But he obviously had a kid, which congratulations to him. Nothing you can do about that.
Prioritizing kids over Dundee. What the fuck's wrong with it?
I mean, if we're being honest, he was actually going to bring his 9th-month pregnant wife and make her sit there and watch him on Dundee on that Saturday, just in case if she popped, she would be going to the hospital straight from the park.
Oh, yeah, I respect that. But you said something there. You said that you did the best that you could because with what you were dealt with, right? With what you had. What do you mean by that?
100%.
Elaborate.
Well, honestly, we didn't know we didn't have Lewis until 6:30 in the morning that day. I had a game plan going into the day, and the game plan went out the window. So not only did I have to change my game plan, I had to change. We were honestly going to have 3 people at one point because I had to, before game day, I had to call captain to see if they let us play. If not, let us play with 4. If not, Ray Martinez said he wasn't going to come if they made us play with 4, not 5. So we actually, was a chance we would have 3 people instead of 4 because we didn't want to be getting started. So it was just a lot of hectic situations going on. And I thought, you know what, honestly, game 1 against the Colts, I was in position to win it, and I played like shit. Like there's no way around it. I threw 3 picks when I shouldn't have. A lot of just things that I could control, and I won't make those mistakes again. And I think it was simple mistakes. Like the biggest thing was from game 1 to game 3 is that I started calling the plays game 3 for the most part. game ones and two, I didn't call a play so much, and that's just something that I can't comprehend. If I don't call plays, I can't read the field that well.
Right.
So game three, when I started reading the field, I made play after play after play. Every third down, we needed a big play. I made it, and you can look at the film against the Dolphins. We had Enzo looking like he was 40 pounds lighter against Pat. So, it's a fact. And I thought that game three would have helped to actually get me that last chance I needed for that next week. Obviously, Ray, Enzo, and Boo didn't feel like that, and we move on. But every time I play those four guys, I'm just going to keep that in the back of my mind, and I'll make sure they forget what they did.
I mean, off rip, once we were at the draft, we were drafting. I don't think Anthony was happy with that decision at all. There's no way. I mean, is he gonna try? But to be positive and all that, yeah, let's do this and that. But there was no way he was happy from body language and what I was hearing around. Do you think that has something to do with the success of your team? You essentially had zero, maybe one supporter on a roster of 6, right?
I mean, honestly, no. I think all those guys gave me the best they could. Ant was playing with a thing like 9 fingers. He broke one of his fingers, came back in. Ant made play after play after play. He's probably the best player I've ever played with. Ray made big plays, play after play. He made maybe 1 mistake, 2 mistakes. Obviously, Enzo was playing out of his mind that day, and we had to pick up somebody up. I think just overall, my first time starting in DD, going 1-2, having an opportunity to be 2-1 very easily was something that it was a learning experience. I really thought I could make that next step to win, but I don't think they didn't give me the fair chance. They gave me it all.
No one's questioning that they didn't try. We all know they tried. We all know that. What I'm questioning is if you go back and you see all these videos. Trust me, you're about to see a few. Just letting you know. I just saw something that hasn't been sent yet. Just an LOL. All these people, every single time you fuck up. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, you threw it the wrong way. Oh, here we go, bro. Throw it. Like, you really think that they really were rooting for you? You really think that they?
No, they weren't. No, I look. I don't think they.
I don't think they were believing in you whatsoever.
I don't think they were rooting for me, honestly, and I don't think that they thought that I can get it done. And it's just a fact. They told me for a fact they didn't think I can get it done. Ray told me he was going to trade me. Enzo, I think, was the only one that's like, yo, let's just go out there, have fun, see what it is. Enzo thought, yeah. I think Ant was the only one that I think actually was a supporter. I think because I played with him last season with Johan. And I think he was actually a supporter. He just likes to win, man. And I think they made the steps that they felt that they need to make to win. I think it's wrong. I think I drafted a really good team, 1 through 5. I thought we had a great position to win, and we proved it. We went 1-2 with 4 guys from our original squad. They didn't see it that way, and they made a move. So there's nothing more I can do about that, but I'm gonna make sure they don't forget that ever.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Lewis. I mean, is Lewis healthy?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I played with him
100% healthy.
So 100%. So we played him in Renzo the last 3 weeks. I think we're the number 3 scoring team, 2 scoring team in the entire thing, give or take. I know it's not saying much, but it just shows you that I actually have Cam. I wanted to draft Lewis. Lewis is the one guy on my list that I wanted to take because I've been playing with him for 4 or 5 years already. I have a lot of chemistry with Lewis. Me and him I know exactly where he's going to be. I know exactly what all his cuts. I know everything. Like, I wanted to draft Lewis. And
you're throwing in this red zone team?
Yeah, I'm the quarterback.
What's your record?
I think now we were 4-1 or 4-2. We lost last game. We lost last game because they had 11 seconds left. We're at the 3-yard line. We didn't score. Simple thing.
Would you consider yourself a good quarterback?
Yeah, I think I'm the very best quarterback. I think that's a mindset I have to have. If I don't think I'm good, why am I here?
You can't say that you're the best and then say that that's a mindset you need to have. Own that shit or let it go.
I'm the best. I think.
Okay, so then why the fuck did you throw more interceptions than touchdowns?
Yeah, I had a bad day. It's as simple as that,
bro. But that's not even a bad day. That's like.
I'm not. I'm responsible for wanting to win a game. I'm gonna do whatever I think is best to win a game. And some of the throws I made, I was trying to make a play. It obviously didn't work out, but at the end of the day, I'm playing the same way I played game 1 that I played game 3. I just made some adjustments, and those adjustments you saw were a big difference between game 1 to game 3. I switched the entire offense up. I went from a tight formation that we were working on to a spread, which I'm more comfortable with, and we scored 4 against a team that was, I think, on paper better than us.
Well, no, yeah, I mean, technically on paper, most of the teams were better. But now let me ask you this question. You said you had a great draft. Would you draft Enzo again?
Absolutely, I'd draft Enzo again. I think he's a great player, and I think for where he's at, I think he's a steal. I think everybody should draft Enzo at that level. He's what was he, 39 to 38? You saw what he did against the number 14 ranked player. He was doing that all day. He made play after play after play going to Enzo. I think he's by far one of the best players at that tier. And I think he's all deserving of being that with the number one tier 3, right?
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think Enzo's toxic, though? Because I'm letting you know right now. Okay,
100%. 100% he's toxic. But at the end of the day, like, a toxic player is very good. Like, look at Antonio Brown. Look at some of these guys that are super toxic, but there's a skill level attached to it. And I thought I could manage it. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, but I feel like Antonio Brown was toxic after the fact, though.
Dude, that guy was toxic all the time.
But I feel like more after his success, after all that, that's when he was. But I'm pretty confident in saying as soon as you drafted this team, your team was already trying to figure ways of getting rid of you.
They probably were, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think Ray and Enzo had the idea to get rid of me already from the get-go.
So why didn't you draft Chris D?
Because I actually wanted to play with Ant. I played with him last year on John's squad, and I knew what he was capable of, and he proved it week 1. He made every time I went to Ant, I think he made the play.
But I thought you said that you didn't want to draft Chris D because you thought he was going to trade you.
That was also a reason, but I wanted Ant. And you can ask Ant. I texted Ant 3 weeks before the draft telling him I was taking him. He said, let's do it. And yeah.
What is he supposed to say? Nah, fuck you, bitch. I don't want to play with you.
Yeah, you can say that.
Ant's the nicest guy in the world, but then when he's on the field, he starts crying sometimes.
That happens, but hey, he cries when people but he cares. It just shows that he cares about the game.
So
that's all it is. It's emotion.
If you're saying that you didn't draft Chris D,
yeah,
because you knew that number one, his voice was going to overpower yours, correct? Like he was going to be very opinionated, maybe someone that you don't really talk to or get along with, whatever, that he might possibly trade.
Also, I've also never played with Chris D. I played with Ant. I knew defensively that I played with Ant. I've been comfortable. Like I know exactly what he brings to the table. Chris D's an amazing player, and he proved it last year. He won the Star leading that team. He's probably one of the best. He is probably the best player, second best player in the league. But I thought for the way I wanted to build a team, I wanted to go with NH.
So if you were afraid that he was going to trade you, then why draft Enzo? You knew that was going to happen off rip.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a decision that I regret now, but I probably still make that same decision at the end of the day because he's just a talent level from where it is. You're comparing guys that I know Enzo's way better than. And he proves on the field. He proved it again on the field.
When you were playing, percentage-wise, what was the percentage, the amount of times that you called your own plays?
I can't tell you that like certainty, but I'll tell you that game 3, I would say I called the majority of the plays. Games 1 and 2,
that you guys won.
I would say, yeah, I think that was the biggest change because at the end of the day, like when someone else calls a play,
it's dumb.
I can't. Yeah, I have to.
There's a difference with the suggestion. Hey, I see this. Hey, let's run this. But you need to know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah, because you need to see the game going a certain type of way. The position of the quarterback, you need to see the game going a certain type of way in your eyes where you feel comfortable with the plays that you can make. Now, if somebody tells you, hey, man, give me the handoff here, dart after or whatever, or hey, look, fake the hand. Like, it's not someone that doesn't play the position as often. You just started playing it, right? How long ago?
I mean, in flag, I played in college, but it was nothing seriously, like the IMs and stuff. But I played, I think it was a year ago, 2 years ago, give or take.
So we're talking about people that have been playing the position of flag football for years, that know what works, that they've won, that are comfortable doing certain things. Then all of a sudden you have people getting in your head or not. Maybe, you could call it getting in your head, essentially.
No, 100% is actually getting in my head. I let the outside influences let them call the plays. When I let them influence me to let someone else call the plays when I should have just taken full responsibility.
You know what it is?
The entire time.
Exactly. You know what it is? If you go into a huddle, right? I go into a huddle, right? Nico's the quarterback, right? Grown-ups. Hey, Nico. No, this is my huddle. Shut up.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
you have you on. You have you on, right? You have you on. Hey, we're in the huddle. Hey, let's run. He doesn't, like, maybe Nico will say it, but you all just look at you and be like, you done?
Yeah.
Like, I'm running the show. You're there with Peaky. And we talk. Peaky will probably look at you and be like, no. That's how you should have taken it. Obviously, this is maybe a learning experience. But
hindsight's 20/20, obviously, but
you can't let
that was a mistake.
You can't let other people get to you. right? I'm not. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. You're human at the end of the day. You can't let, like, for example, you know me. I'm talking shit. You can't let me get to you. You can't let all the haters, your own fucking teammates. They literally did, like, they wanted you to succeed, but they didn't at the same time, because I guarantee you, and I'm pretty confident saying this, that they were on that team knowing that they weren't going to win a star.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that's their mistakes. I knew for a fact that team could have won it all because we were built perfectly. We had a great leader in Ant on the defensive side of the ball. We had mismatches at every tier, and I thought if we would stick together, we would have had a lot of success.
You're saying Ant's the best player you ever played with?
Probably, yeah.
Didn't you play with Lulu?
Yeah, I think Ant right now, the way leading a team, I think Ant's better. Yeah.
Interesting. So,
and that's and also let me correct, that's no disrespect to Lulu either, because I think Lulu as a quarterback, if you give Lulu the option, what happened with Ant H, who was a pure receiver, obviously Lulu is talent wise, it's just a different. I've never seen Lulu as on that Ant H role. That can change if he's not a quarterback, and yeah, because I've only seen Lulu play as a quarterback in DD or any flag. Like, I've never seen him play as just a pure receiver or been on his team as a pure receiver.
No, pure receiver, he's a problem, obviously.
Yeah.
But you're right. When it comes to done deal overall, like, if we're adding throwing into the mix, leadership, yeah, you have to give the edge to Ant. Little by little has the seasons that he was throwing and drafting his own teams, even though he drafts mostly the same team, but he gets a little better, and I mean, he took that Jags team where they should have beat the Commanders, which is Alex Montano's team. They should have beat that team in I think it was the semifinals that they lost the game. But I think they lost like in the last second, or it was OT or some bullshit like that. But now let's go back to this season. You got traded, right?
Yeah.
What happened? Give me the information. What was happening behind the scenes? Is there some insight on any of this? You got traded twice or once? Wait, what?
I got traded twice, actually. So first one, Fritz and Peter reached out to me. They go, "Hey, you're gonna be a Chief." Pretty much that's how I went. That's how I found out.
No one from your team told you anything.
No, actually, no. It kind of got me a little mad too, because at least a simple be like, "Yo, we traded you nothing." I kind of just heard from John in the captain's chat. He goes, "Yo, hey man, I hope you find a way back in here. If not, whatever." Kicks me out. Fritz and Peter call me. They're like, "Hey, you're gonna be a Chief." That's how it went. Then the second time around, we got traded. Me, Louis V, and Lewis, because I think Lewis was looking for a trade. So I think with Kevin Nunez, we had a trade in place. Well, he had a trade in place, and he was asking for me, Eric, and Louis' approval. And I was at Red Zone. It was on Wednesday night. He didn't go that week because obviously he just had a kid. So it was like at 6:45. I had a game at 7, so I'm never on my phone after that. So I respond like at 9:30. I'm like, oh, shit, I missed something. But it didn't go through. Then shit was hitting the fan. I think Stritz heard that Lewis wanted to trade him. So then me, Louis got traded to Pedra. And yeah, Pedra reached out to me as well before he traded for me. He goes, "Hey, welcome to the Saints." And I was like, "Hey, I'm ready to play."
Damn. So no one on the Patriots originally communicated with you, let you know anything?
None at all. None.
And you would still want to play with those people?
Oh yeah. I think so. Because at the end of the day, it's not about personal relationships. It's about winning a game. And if those guys can help reach that goal, then I'll take it.
I mean, you got to be smart now. So I'm assuming you're going to try to trade Perra now, right?
Not at all. I think he's a great quarterback.
But you want another shot, though.
It doesn't have to be this season.
You're as good as your opportunity, sir. So
I think right now we're actually correct. I think we have a great opportunity with our team. I think we're team top to bottom is one of the more talented teams. We just need to see if we can put it together in the Saints.
Who are your bottom 3 players?
Me, Juan, and Louis V.
And Perra. So you, Juan Sanchez, right? Is his name Juan Sanchez?
Yeah.
You, Juan Sanchez, and Perra on defense. You think that's a team to win it all?
I guess we'll find out on Saturday.
Okay, so your answer, you're not confident with your team. Okay.
I am 100% confident with my team.
No, you said you think? You just said you think so? You're not confident?
I said we'll see. We'll find out on Saturday, which is the answer I'm going to give you.
Okay. So you're telling me right now, if you had an opportunity to make your team better, so you trade Perra away, but in your eyes, in your head, you throwing the ball with a roster that you want, you wouldn't trade Perra away?
I think we'd all do what's best to win the game. I'm not going to trade Pedra without realizing. I'll be like, yeah, let's just see how it goes. Like, I want to play on Saturday. We want to see the squad. All 5 of us know what's capable of it. From Dusty down, we know what we can do. So we're going to find out on Saturday how good we are. And then we can circle back on Monday. How about that?
I guess. I'm wishing you guys luck. I mean, you might get a dub versus some teams this week. I saw your schedule. You might get a dub or two. I just don't see that team. I'm pretty sure that team's gonna make another move. I don't think that's the roster that you guys are gonna end up with, especially Berra that he definitely is always looking around. Uh,
Yeah.
if there is a player in done deal right now, right? You say you're drafting again. Who is somebody that you will never draft?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably Ray.
No, wait, don't ask Enzo if that's a good question, because apparently I asked the same fucking questions every fucking. You ask the same fucking questions. You fucking host is so fucking annoying. I say the same shit, bro. Oh, hey Enzo,
Yeah, but you
you
understand like half of the words that like he says, you gotta like you need to translate for. So like it takes time.
Fucking Enzo, bro. It's just like he's useless. It's fucking. I don't know what the fuck. All right, sorry. What was the question asking?
Probably Ray Martinez. Probably someone I
Why?
would not draft again.
But I mean,
Just
he called for
overall
you to be on the
mindset.
hot seat. Come on, bro.
Yeah, overall mindset. Just going into it, and sending a message in our patch chat saying like, "Look, I'm gonna do what's best for the team from the get go instead of having faith at the end of the day."
Yeah, but I
Also, just
don't.
the way. Also, honestly, the way that he treated. Sometimes I'd make a bad throw. He's there yelling at me.
All right, he
But
wasn't the only one. I gotta defend him here.
well, I will tell you that when he snapped the ball terribly, I wasn't yelling at him, and we almost lost the game because of him. But I wasn't yelling at him because I think they were all teammates, and that's something that I feel like we didn't really see with that Pats team because no, we didn't treat each other like teammates. Like I felt like I was the only one out there that kind of keeping calm at times.
Listen, I'm. You could take the you want. You could say
All
that I'm lying or not. I'm telling you outside perspective, seeing everything.
Yeah,
Right. The only thing I can say is that Ray kept it 100 from the beginning. You know,
yeah,
he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna try
yeah,
my best" or whatever the case may be. But shit, bro, like this
yeah.
shit ain't
Probably
gonna
not.
work, or it's trash, or you suck,
Yeah,
whatever the case may be. And I love Ant. He's a positive guy. He's gonna try to, hey, let's do this, that. But in the back of his fucking head, I
yeah.
guarantee you, he's like, yo, fuck this shit, get me out of this situation. I need to go. Enzo, as soon as he got drafted, he was probably fucking crying, miserable, trying to figure out a way out, and it's a fact. Now, I know I asked this question again, but I kind of want to deep more into it for maybe your future
Yeah,
season that the opportunity you might get. It won't be my vote. Just letting you know.
it's
But
fine. I appreciate that
um,
honesty.
but I love you as a person. I just think you suck as a quarterback. All right,
That's
just, I
fine,
want to get I
man.
want to get
Yeah,
that clear.
that's fine. That's someone
Um,
else's opinion. I gotta change.
hey, prove me wrong. You can ask Andres this later after this. When someone proves me wrong, I say, yo, I was fucking wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. All right,
Yeah.
I don't mind being wrong sometimes because this is a good thing to be wrong about. But what is step one on what you will do different if given another opportunity? What is something that you're gonna do different?
First thing it is that I'm the outside influence. I'm calling my own plays from the get go. I'm riding and dying with what I know and what I do. That was my big. That's the one. That's actually my biggest regret. Like this opportunity I was given. Like there's a difference between like doing what you think is best and then it doesn't work out. Knowing that like all right, that was me. I was given like I didn't call my plays first two games and like I know I could have and I should have and I think we would have way more success. And that's what the number one thing I would change. Like I would call my own plays as a quarterback. I'm not letting anyone else ever call plays for me for the
Okay.
most part. Every now and then you can sure call a play here and there, but I'm gonna be the one to call the plays on offense.
No,
That's a
I mean
quarterback.
it's good advice. I definitely suggest it. What do you think right now? Who do you think is the worst team?
The worst team. It's a good. I was actually gonna say the Saints before the trade.
Oh,
Would
because now
probably be
you
the worst
joined it,
team.
so you made them better. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean just they were improved. They improved. Their bottom three was unathletic, and now they got an athlete and Lewis and Louis V. And I think I'm a better athlete than Andres. So
Oh shit. I mean, you probably technically are. Andres just fucking sits in his computer. I mean, you just saw he fucking doesn't do shit. It's
he does
crazy
a
how we
lot.
got.
He does a lot,
He
but
doesn't
I
do
just think
shit, bro.
I think we got a lot of
Andres
athletes. I
doesn't
think
do shit, bro.
people have been disrespecting Luis Fernandez a lot, and
I
Louis V is probably one
mean,
of the best rushers. He's
I haven't
top two in
seen
sacks,
that.
top three in sacks.
No, Louis V
So,
is definitely an
and I
athlete.
think Luis Fernandez is one of the top players. He's gonna go out and prove it on Saturday. So
Who's he with again? He's with Stritch, right?
Luis Fernandez, he's with me now in the Saints.
In the Saints? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe. He has a quarterback now that can throw. Sorry.
hey, keep
But
it coming, bro. Keep it coming.
nah, bro. So kind of to wrap up, because I know we got shit to do. You know, we're all adults. We can't be just on this. You're just sitting on front of the fucking computer all day. If you were to rank the top 3 players, right?
Yeah.
In done deal, in your opinion, who would be the top 3 and who would be the bottom 3?
Top 3, I'd probably have to go Ant, Beaky, and Chris D. And bottom 3, probably Lazo. No disrespect to him either. He's a great guy. Lazo, Roger, and I don't really know Tony. And Tony, nothing against the bottom 3. They're all great people. But yeah, that's who I'd probably say the bottom 3 and top 3 are.
Okay. So we named here your top 3. Okay, why not the GOAT? You didn't name the GOAT of done deal.
David, I think he's I think athletically speaking, I think he's at just number 4. I think what Chris D, Ant, and Piki can do, I just think they're better. There's no disrespect towards David. I think he was ranked perfectly sure.
They haven't proven it in done deal.
When you ask me my personal opinion, that's my opinion.
But I'm trying to, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get your opinion. David's a great player, and he's shown that he's won time and time after again. But in this format where he's not a quarterback itself and he's a receiver, he's a handoff guy, I think those 3 guys are better. Once he's a quarterback, it's obviously a different story. He's a captain. He's proven to be the best player.
Well, I mean, this format, yeah, we have yet to see.
You kind of nerfed David and Chris D.
That's what I'm about to say. Number 1, last year we didn't nerf Chris D. He won it all, so we already know what he could do. This year they're nerfed. This year they're nerfed. Chris D's in the Raiders, and whatever. I might get some heat for this. I don't give a fuck. They're not. I've seen their games. They're not using Chris D how they should use him. I ref the game and I did the stats and I looked at the stats and I saw Chris D's name. We're talking about fucking this guy won a star, right? Fucking won a star, man. Fucking finals MVP, whatever you want to call it. And he had 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 to the point where I felt like, yo, let me make sure I got this right. And I didn't mean this in a disrespectful way. I went up to Chris. I was like, Chris, is this right? Like, did I mess up on your stats? He's like, no, brother. They don't fucking use me. And it's right. So back to my point is, which you said, now, like you said, David Elias being the handoff guy instead of being the actual quarterback hasn't really seen much success from that, right? He played with the Cowboys last year, right? Solid team, but they knew we weren't going anywhere. Dolphins, they did fucking horrendous, right?
Yeah,
I think you beat them, right?
I did. That was the one win we had. They had the full squad. This week's gonna be really tough for them. They're missing Pat, so it's gonna put them at a really big disadvantage. So I mean, I think you can see them making a move relatively soon. But yeah, I don't think they won a game this past week.
Do you think you're a better quarterback than Angel?
I mean, I think so. Yeah, I think I'm the best quarterback. Like I answered earlier.
But what
I don't think anyone's better than me.
What makes you better than Angel?
What do you mean? What makes me better? I just think I'm a better quarterback overall. I think I think I'm just better at every aspect of the
What's
game.
Angel's strongest attribute as a quarterback?
I think in terms of his decision making, he knows when and when not to take shots down the field.
That's it. So
yeah, I think he showed the Dolphins in the Pats game. He was bombing us. He had Mo twice, 3 times for a touchdown.
What is something aside from play calling, from the actual position quarterback that you feel like you get better at?
My decision making.
Your decision.
Yeah, second down, I kind of need a first and second down. Could cut the field in half instead of going for the home run. But that's just something I'm accustomed to and something I want to change, and I'm working on it.
Right.
But I know I have probably one of the strongest arms, and I kind of try to force the ball downfield instead of taking what they give me.
Yeah, I did see that you do. You could definitely throw the ball, like, probably the whole field. But now I kind of want to just end this in a bench start. What or not? I say no. Let me see. I'm new to this again. Start, bench, GGs. All right, we're gonna do quarterbacks edition. All
start,
right?
bench, cut. You mean?
Yeah. No, GGs is cut.
Yeah, start, bench, cut.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, let's have some fun. Bet. We have Stritz, Angel, and Andy.
I'm probably starting Andy.
If you ask me, I'll fucking GG's all of them. All right, sorry, go.
No, I'm probably starting Andy.
I agree. I will start
I think
Andy.
he has, in terms of just, I've seen him play. He looks like he's a veteran. He understands when to go with the ball, what to do with it, and that's somebody who knows how to lead a team. I've never played with Stritz, so I'm going to cut him. I've never really seen him play at all. Nothing against him. Man, I'd bench Angel because honestly, like in terms of just being a GM, Angel showed in the draft that he made a lot of great moves. I thought that Dolphins team could have been crazy from the get-go. And I think he did. Honestly, if I had to give a GM of the Year award, it would probably have been Angel before the draft because he moved up so many spots without giving up those picks. And yeah.
Weren't you trying to see if he was gonna? You were trying to do a deal with him, right? You said you were gonna take David Elias from him.
I did try to take David Elias. It didn't work out. That's why one of the things that actually I'm giving him credit for. He called my bluff. And yeah. I have David believe in me though.
I mean, I think he called your bluff too. Because in his head he's like, oh fuck it, I'll just have Anthony Hernandez. You know?
Yeah,
like it's not a losing situation when it comes down to that. But I appreciate you coming on. We got to talk some shit, got to at least clarify some things in general. Is there anything that we did not speak about that you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, I have two questions. First question. I've been asking you for like, I think, what was it, 2 or 3 seasons?
Talking about Madden, bro?
Me. Yeah, you keep ducking me, bro. When we gonna play? Because you told me you're super good.
No, you told me you're so good. I'm retired.
You have the cover
retired.
And
no, yeah, you're on the.
Yeah, you have the cover. You got the cover.
You're on the cover. And by the way, whoever did this cover, I just took this shit from them. There's already a Madden 25. By the way, that came out like 7
Barry
years
Sanders
ago.
on it.
Yeah, 7 years ago. So fucking get educated. Where the fuck came up with this cover? Next question.
Second question. Kind of going back to it, when you and Stritz are going back and forth, you feel you're a biased commissioner?
Biased?
Yeah, I mean, you're the one, you're rooting for teams. Apparently you're influencing calls.
The reason that I'm in this position that I am today, influencing calls. Wait. Let's go back on that.
That's what everything that you go on.
Who's everything? That's what came out of Stritz's mouth.
Yeah, that's what that you went in the field. You switched the call. You're telling them to review it.
I'm gonna explain this again. Number one, nobody gives a fuck. So I'm just gonna bore. Everybody, tune off. It was nice fucking seeing you. All right, exit. All right, you don't need to fucking see the rest of this shit because I know you don't give a fuck. What came out of Stritz's mouth back then was 95% bullshit. He's old, so he forgets that he said the word timeout, right? So I was viewing the game like the fan that I was of the Giants, aka by the way, fan from day one. They ended up winning the whole thing. Just LOL. And then I said, "Oh, referees, get together." That's all I said. Referees get together. Ask anybody who was around me. Referees get together. Whoa, what the fuck? We have this cheerleader that's fucking da-da-da-da talking to the refs. Da-da-da. I was like, buddy, I'm helping everybody out here. I just said refs get together. I didn't make a call. I didn't say nothing. I didn't change the game out of anything. Now, what ended up happening? You know, shit didn't go his way. He was pissed off. He fucking lost. Whatever. He's mad. Oh, hey, man. Next time that you're in one of my games, I understand that you're an owner, but I don't care who you are. Da-da-da-da-da. Where you're in my games, don't get involved. Da-da-da. I'm like, bro, you're mad because you lost. You're mad because you lost. You're mad because you... To come out with a beautiful picture of my face in a beautiful body. And to this day, the only thing I regret, because I did think about it, I was going to make a shirt with that and I was going to pull up with it. But then I got lazy and I didn't do it. But to go back to this point, the reason that I'm in the position I am today in Done Deal, you could ask Andres, and Andres would not take this away from me ever. I am one of the most unbiased people ever. I call it how it is. I see it. You know, that has nothing to do with it. If not, I would honestly say I'm probably the most unbiased owner out of the four. And I'm confident saying that. Andres might say it's him. Johan might say it's him. Andy might say it's them. But I generally think I'm the most unbiased one out of the four. Anything else?
Nah, I think that covers it.
All right, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Number one, thank you for being a good sport about it. I know we all give you a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, you know, you're an honest man. You stuck here and you were saying everything that you need to say. You kept it 100. Hopefully, you are in a better situation, but hopefully you don't draft me in that situation.
first round pick if I ever have the chance again. Thank you.
God damn, boy. Let me start being biased. All right, brother. Any last words for Dundee or anything like that?
Nah, let's see what happens on Saturday. And those guys that traded me, I'm gonna make sure every time I play them that they regret it. So.
Oh, you just called him a bitch. All right, DD. Peace.